Well, how are we doing today? As you can see in the background, I'm playing with tents today. But while I'm down here, I thought I'd actually get out this. This is a new chair from Get Out Gear. It's called the TrekChair. Essentially, it's a chair kit, and you can choose to or not purchase the available trekking poles with it. But in order to set this chair up, you do need a pair of trekking poles, and you'll see that here shortly when we do the setup. So let's get this guy, let's pour it out, let's see all the parts that comes with it, as well as with the trekking poles that you can purchase at option. Now, if you've ever done one of these portable or ultralight camping slash, well, you could almost call this one a backpacking chair because it does actually pack up pretty light. It's only like 1.4 pounds, so pretty nice in that regard. But you do have these, this is probably a common sight that you're seeing, is these frames or the legs essentially with these like plastic hubs. But in this case, we are missing two of them because, well, you're going to provide trekking poles to do it. In this case, I am actually using Get Out Gear's trekking pole set that they offer in addition to this or as a kit, right? So you can purchase this by itself. And here is the fabric, this chair fabric, nice and ventilated. I have the full kit with the carbon fiber trekking poles. These trekking poles are actually pretty nice, to be honest about it. And for 70 bucks, that's what you can get these for in addition to that as a kit. $199 for the full kit, $129 without. If you have trekking poles with rubber feet on them, you will have to remove those, and you will need just the standard ends of them. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and just kind of jam them down in like that. Now we have a four-legged stool. Let's get the fabric on it. Now you can, if you actually look at this, there are two firm sections that are for the front, and then you can see these big long pockets that are obviously for the handles for the trekking poles. I had actually been doing the front first and then the trekking poles. I thought I'd try the opposite this time. Let's put the trekking pole side on first. Now you're going to do this with the trekking poles all the way down to start, and then we'll expand them when we're ready to stretch the chair up. Just scooping these over the handles real quick. Make sure you pull them all the way down so they're all the way, the ends are all the way at the top. And then the fronts just have little guys. Same thing with any of these ultralight chairs, just little guys here that the poles stick into, and we're set. Now you can see it's really droopy. We actually would hit the bottom. But now what we do is we're only going to extend the big section, so the section most toward the handle. That's the section we're going to release. And essentially, I'm just going to take my thumbs like this and stretch them up until I'm comfortable. And then make sure that you want to make sure that you get a good snap, right? So not too tight, but it looks like that one got a little tight. So we want to make sure that it's tight enough where it's not going to, if I loosened this a little bit, it's going to actually fall. So I want to make sure that it's snug to the point where I have a good grasp on the pole itself. And now, sit down and good to go. If only there was a cup holder. It's the one thing that's missing, right? Now the nice thing about this chair is it's actually really light. It actually has good breathability on it. It is comfortable. The legs on the bottom, they do have larger kind of rubberized feet. But if you're sitting in sand or really soft soil, you may have to think about your placement or putting something underneath the chair. Otherwise, on standard or firm ground, you're going to be fine. The other thing is that this chair, while I have a hard time saying any chair like these would be a backpacker's chair, because every ounce counts. 1 pound 4 ounces for this set. Not bad, to be honest about it. Now that doesn't include the trekking poles, but if you're already carrying trekking poles anyway, this is a nice way to get a nice comfortable chair, so when you actually do get to camp, you can relax a little bit. It's not going to be just so much sitting on a log or something. So that is the nice thing about this. Not saying that everybody would choose to haul that extra weight, but it is there. And if you're already going to use trekking poles, that's where this chair comes in, right? If you're a person that doesn't like using trekking poles, well then, I have a hard time recommending this chair, because that's the nice thing about it, is the two-piece or the two-function design. So that is the Get Out Gear TrekChair. Thank you for the Get Out Gear for sending this over to me. I really do appreciate it. They reached out, and I looked at the product, and I was like, that's actually a pretty neat product. I really do like collapsible ultralight chairs. If nothing else, we do go hiking. Usually I'll just take one trekking pole for myself. I usually won't use two, but if I have two, I have one for my wife, one for me, right? That's how I see it, or one for my kids, or both for my kids. They'll probably steal them from me. That's usually how things go. But it'll take up less space in the trunk of my vehicle, because if I'm going car camping with my family, I want to get everything down as small as humanly possible if I'm tent camping. So as light and small as possible, that means there's more of a likelihood that I'll take a chair with me. Last time we went camping, we took no chairs because I didn't want to pack, those bulky chairs. This is not very bulky. So Get Out Gear, you're on the right track here. The one thing that I think I would change is maybe something and to be honest, I could add it myself. Rather than toting around that bag, I could take the fabric, wrap the bottom in, and then just take a piece of Velcro to Velcro it to itself. So I have less bags to deal with, because I'm in the chair sitting here relaxing, loving it. Now I got a bag to store too, otherwise it's going to blow away. And I'm definitely not taking the trekking pole bag, because trekking poles they'll be fine without the bag. But for storage, things like that, sure. That's my take on this product. Again, if you want just the chair kit, $129. If you want the whole kit that you see right here with the trekking poles, $199. And to be honest, $70 trekking poles, those are actually pretty decent trekking poles. I will admit that. They don't have any suspension on them, but then again, if they did, I would probably feel it in this case here. So not that it's a terrible thing, but something to bring up. So thank you for watching to the end of the video here. Thanks. Why don't you come on back to Camp Geeks, but like, comment, share, subscribe for me. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you back here for another future video review. We'll see you soon.